Well, welcome and good morning. I'd like to thank all of my wonderful friends for being here this morning and for joining me in this press conference. We've called this press conference to announce a community forum, a congressional community forum, which will be held on November 15th at St. Pius Church. We're going to ask all of those that are American citizens, but who have a wife that is either under deportation orders or threatened with deportation, that has a husband, a child, a nephew, a grandparent. We want all of those American citizens to come forward and to claim them and to ask this administration to halt the deportations and to send a clear message to President-elect Barack Obama that a priority in the next administration must be comprehensive immigration reform, because without it, it will continue to divide and cause destruction of our families. So we're going to ask those American citizens to come forward and to fill out a petition on behalf. Those will be sent to President-elect Barack Obama and his transition team. They will also be sent to President Bush. We know that they're meeting next Monday. They're getting together at the White House. We hope that as they continue to converse, maybe they can make decisions. The first 100 days are going to be very heady and hectic and very pressured days. There are two wars, one in Iraq and one in Afghanistan. There's an economic crisis and meltdown of our financial markets, not only here in the United States, but around the world. There are 47 million people without health care. We have an energy crisis. We want to make sure that within this very packed agenda, it doesn't get lost that there are also millions and millions of people who work here every year, millions and millions of relatives of American citizens who are seeking fairness and justice and overhaul of our immigration system. Barack Obama said at his speech, I was there in Denver, and when he mentioned momentarily immigration, he said, we should have a country in which you don't separate children from their mothers. But yet, that's exactly what we are continuing to do. We shouldn't separate a father from his wife, yet that is exactly what we're continuing. And so we're going to gather together, and we would hope that everyone is, we have leaders of religious and community organizations here with us. We have faith-based organizations. They're going to put out flyers. We're making a public, we're just asking people, come forward. Let it be known how you feel. I would like to say the following. In the battleground states of Nevada, Colorado, New Mexico, Arizona, and Florida, there was a concerted effort made to reach out to the Latino community. 70%, that's up from 53% for John Kerry. 70% of the Latino vote that came out for Barack Obama, and clearly and decisively gave him a winning edge in all of those states. And secondly, 91% of the Latinos that were polled in exit polls thought comprehensive immigration reform was an important issue and one that they believed in. And so the promises were made during the campaign. We want to be helpful to President-elect Barack Obama. We want to bring forward to him petitions of thousands of American citizens here. And if this works on November the 15th, and thousands of people come forward to make petitions for their husbands, their wives, their daughters, their sons, their nephews, their grandchildren, if they come forward, then we're going to take this campaign nationally during the next 3 months. So that by January 20th, there should be hundreds of thousands of petitions from American citizens on behalf of their loved ones. We're going to collect petitions. We're going to have a congressional forum. We're going to invite people to come forward so that they can come and make petitions on behalf of their family members. We understand that there's somehow this misunderstanding that immigration reform is about the undocumented, those illegals that are here. No. Immigration reform is about keeping families together. It's about having Mr. Lino's wife, an American citizen, be able to remain here with his American citizen children as American, getting another American citizen, getting her husband back. This is about the destructive effect. Isn't it ironic to everybody here that Julie Myers, today is her last day at a person who worked at Homeland Security, and as soon as the elections were over, she's the first one to leave after all of the destruction? We want to end. We want to end this.
What does that mean? Can you explain?
What it means is that you have someone who put all her energy and who said, I'm for keeping this country safe. I'm doing this because terrorists are on the brink of destroying our nation. Well, did they all leave? Maybe Barack Obama suddenly made them all leave. I mean, if that's your mission, if that's why you said that you had to conduct unprecedented raids into communities of people and violate their basic fundamental civil and human rights, then why are you leaving so quickly? You no longer care for the nation? That's my point. She should have stayed and fulfilled her responsibility, but no, she leaves running. Good. It's one less person we're going to have to fire when the new administration.